I don't know if we're going live yet. There we are. There we are, I think. I think we're live. I think we're live. All right. I got to find me on Zoom. Good morning. Good morning. This technology is tricky for me. I want to find me on my phone, on Facebook. Happy Magic Monday. I'm so excited to, there we are. Say good morning. When you tune in, let me know where you're tuning in from. Absolutely love our Magic Mondays. Also want to hit record. Here we go. Recording in progress. Happy Magic Monday, everybody. Michelle Lee here. So excited to talk with you about how to identify and melt away your blocks to everything you truly want to have. I had an amazing 3-day training. If you were on the 3-day training last week, give me a thumbs up or just let me know in the comments that you were there. It was incredible, incredible. And I wanted to address some of the pieces that we addressed in there and take it a little bit deeper. There's actually if you want to create your reality or manifest whatever you want in the world, there's a process. There's I'm trying to think of what's the math word, right? There's a solution to the problem. And the solution is to have a desire, right? Most of us are pretty good about having desires, right? And you add that to being free of resistance, right? Having no resistance to that desire equals your desired outcome. It equals your desired outcome. So having the desire, being free of resistance equals your desired outcome. And that's what we're really talking about in shadow work, is that the shadow integration, your shadow is the resistance to your desired outcome. So most of us have a desire, and then we also have resistance to that desire. It's unconscious resistance. And last week, I took everyone through the process of identifying those resistances. We did a process on day 2 that totally revealed why everyone hadn't been able to reach a particular goal in their life. And then on day 3, I took them through a process of integrating that shadow part, the resistance to what they wanted. It was amazing. If any of you are on here, you're watching the replay of this Magic Monday and you were on the course last week, I would love to hear some of the insights or epiphanies that you received during the class, because they were huge. I mean, I was able in the class to work with 2 people individually, and they both had profound insights. One woman was able to release generational pain of sexual abuse. And so that was super profound. And another woman was able to uncover and dissolve her resistance to a soulmate relationship. We did that in less than 2 hours over 2 days, right? So I wanted to jump on here and share with you that doing the shadow work is so important, because we think that we've been taught, think about what you do want, visualize what you want. But I don't know about you. I just learned this concept of the shadow work and finding this resistance to what it was, this unconscious resistance, unconscious that I don't know what it is, to what I truly want. And I also had, after the course, I had someone email me and let me know that the making light of your shadow and shadow integration work wasn't for her, because what she wants to be is a healer. So I really wanted to address that for everyone, in case there's additional confusion around doing the shadow work and really recognizing that there's a part of us that is enjoying the resistance, is enjoying not having what we want, is getting some kind of benefit for being in the wanting rather than the having. And so I wanted to speak into that because there's so much confusion around that. Now, number one, if you are a leader in any way, if you lead your family, if you are a leader, if you run your own business, if you want to be a healer, you know, someone who supports other people in awakening and healing in any way, shadow work is imperative. It's crucial for you to face this, right? Because if you're not conscious of what's holding you back, then you are very limited in how you can serve other people. That if you want to go out and serve people, if you want to be a facilitator of the awakening of others, you're going to be a greater attribute to them. You're going to be a greater benefit to everyone you come in contact with when you are able to see and melt and dissolve what is within you. If you have this whole unconscious piece of yourself, this shadow that you're not willing to look at, then you're not going to be able to see it in your clients either. So doing the shadow integration work is crucial because, as I explained in the program, we hide the lion's share of our power in that shadow. And when you do the shadow integration work, then you have access to that power. You hold greater power to lead other people. So if you think like, well, shadow work and light work are two different things. And that was something somebody asked as well. Well, how does shadow work with light work? Well, your light is hidden in your shadow, right? You gain access to more light. Light and shadow are not two different things. They are the same thing. So if you consider yourself a light worker, you definitely want to do the shadow work. And when you do the shadow work, then you know how to lead other people into the shadow work as well. Other people who benefit the most from integrating their shadow are those that are super, super committed to personal potential, to your human potential. If you love self-development work, spiritual development work, I know that has been a passion for me for years and years and years, is how to live at my highest potential. How do I live at my highest potential? And how do I help other people live to their highest potential? Shadow integration is mind-blowing in that, right? Because literally coming into physical form in order to have limiting experiences, in order to have to experience ourselves as the victim of society, the victim of earth life, the victim of the economy, the victim of the government, the victim of aliens, the victim of, you name it, religion. In order to play the victim, we literally had to hide all of our power to be able to believe this experience. So if you're interested in expanding to your fullest potential, if you're interested in really accessing your greatest, highest self, the process through to do that is shadow integration work. It's having the willingness to be whole. Carl Jung, one of my favorite quotes by him is, I would rather be whole than good. And in this experience, in this life experience, it kind of looks like a choice, right? I can either be good or I can be whole. But when we choose wholeness, we become good. right? We become naturally good because we're willing to see our whole self. It's jumping off the victim triangle, coming onto the planet to have this human experience. Part of the programming is being a victim or a hero or a perpetrator. And it's like this whole program that plays out in order to have this experience of powerlessness. Diving into the shadow work and shadow integration is you begin to see how you are on that victim triangle, and you can pull yourself out of the victim triangle, which is a great gift to yourself, becoming the master of your life. But it's also a great gift to everyone in your life, because when you take yourself off the victim triangle, you stop seeing other people as victims. You stop seeing other people as perpetrators, and you stop waiting for a hero, or you stop trying to play the hero. And it gives you access to capital T truth, divine truth. So I want to make an offer. If you didn't see my free training and you're interested in doing the free training, it's like 3.5 hours, right? I will, if you private message me, I will send you the link to watch the training, because I give you 2 tools in there that once you learn them, you can use them over and over to access your resistance to creating what you absolutely want, and then dissolving that resistance, integrating that shadow, and accessing that power that has been held to resist what you want. So just private message me. I will send you the link to the training. If you saw the training and you know you'd like to chat with me about making light of your shadow, the 8-week program, Tori is going to pop in my link to schedule a call with me. I would love to chat with you with, what's showing up in your life, what's not working, what you would like to work even better. Some of my greatest clients who have awesome results are, like I said, people who are highly motivated by spiritual development and personal development. If you lead anywhere in your life, if you lead in a career, if you lead at your home, self-leadership is super important, right? Can you do things for everybody else, but you have a hard time keeping your commitment to yourself? Then there's self-leadership in there, right? Everyone is a leader. So Tori will put a link in the comments below. You can book a call with me and let's talk about what's getting in your way and how shadow integration can support you with that. If you're not quite understanding it, I'm definitely here to answer any of your questions and share with you more about making light of your shadow. And that's it, I think. Have an amazing day. I'm so happy to be here with you. Like I said, if you want to check out more, here's a couple of comments. Hi, Amy, so happy to see you. Wendy is here. Hello. Rianne, you said not to control my feeling, but let them free from mood swings. Yeah, Rianne was on the live training, absolutely. And she had a breakthrough already, and just shifting the words that she uses around a particular experience, right? Yeah, so good. Thank you for sharing, Rianne. All right, everyone, have an amazing Monday. Have an amazing week. I will see you next week. Hopefully I'll see you on my calendar. DM me for the free training. You don't want to miss it. That's all I can say. It was better than even I imagined. All right, have an amazing Monday. Mwah. Bye for now, everyone.